everybody, this is Mrs. Hernandez, and I am here to help you out with your math corrections. Okay, so we're starting off with objective number 0, and the first question I see here on the test is 5y plus 2 minus 3y plus x plus 5. Holy alphabet soup, guys. That's like a lot. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to break this down so it makes more sense. Now remember, we can't just stick letters and numbers together. They're not friends. It's all about who's kind of sitting at the same table. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I am going to look for, well, here's an X. Okay, this person, this is somebody's X, okay? And somebody's X needs to sit at the table with all of the other X's. But there aren't any other X's. So that means this lonely X has to sit at a table by herself. Guess you should have been nicer, okay? All right, so now we're gonna move on. We can't be together with anybody. So we're gonna try to figure out y. Here, this one, 5 y's. Okay, these 5 y's are the ones who are always asking why. They can only sit at the y table. Okay, so here's a y. Here's another y. Any more? There's no other y's. Okay? Now, what this is saying is it's literally saying 5 y's. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 y's all put together. Now, this one is saying to take 3 y's away. 1, 2, 3. There's only 2 y's left. So 5y minus 3y equals 2y. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm going to take my 2y, and it's a positive 2y, plus 2y. Okay? That takes care of all my y's. Now what do I have left? Well, left I have this 2. This 2 has no letter at all. And this 5 also has no letter at all. So I'm going to put these two together. 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5 equals what? 7, right? It's a positive 7, so I'm going to say plus 7. Okay? Is there anything left that I haven't underlined? No? Okay, I'm going to double check. Are all my letters different? This is an X. This is a Y. This has no letter at all. So you know what that means? It means that I'm done. That's my answer. That's it. Okay, let's try another one. All right, this one is 3c squared plus 13c minus 5c plus 4. Okay, this one's tricky. Go ahead, take a minute, see if you can figure it out. Pause the video. Yes, you. Pause it. Try to figure it out yourself. Okay, so either you gave it a shot or you didn't. Either way, let's see what we've got. Now, 3 of these all have C's. So that means I can just underline all the C's, right? Nope. These are regular boring C's, but see this C? It's a C squared. So it's 2 C's multiplied together. I can't put that together with my regular C's. They're different. So this guy, he can't be underlined. He has to be sad and lonely at the party all by himself. So let's go ahead and put our sad, lonely 3C squared right here. But these guys I can do. Now, I showed you earlier how to do it, but nobody's got time for all that subtraction. Okay, so let's just try to do it on our calculator. So 13 minus 5, that's an 8. It's a positive 8. And I'm not going to forget the C, because it's not just an 8, it's an 8 with a C. Okay. Oh, I forgot to underline this one, you guys. Whoops, sorry. Okay, do I have anything left? Just this guy. All by himself? No friends? Sucks to be number 4. Okay, but if he's all by himself, we're just going to bring him down here. Okay, do any of my letters match? Remember, those guys can't play together. They have to sit at different tables. The 4 has nothing. None of them match, so guess what? That's our final answer. Done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to evaluate expressions. Now remember, this is kind of like the function notation one. It just looks a little less scary. So here we have m squared plus 10 minus 2m. Okay, and here we're given kind of the little party trick here. M equals, and we're told that m equals a -3. So now our job is, wherever there's an m, we have to swap it out for a -3. This is great because it removes the letters from math, and everybody knows that letters don't belong in math. So let's get rid of all of these letters. I'm lazy, so the way that I'm going to do it is I'm just going to put parentheses everywhere that I see a letter. There. Now I'm going to fill in those parentheses with a -3. -3, -3. Ta-da! Okay. Now, what do I do first? Oh my gosh, you guys, I always forget what order to do this in. Let me write this down really quick. Das. Okay, so first I do parentheses. Well, my first step was kind of substituting these guys in, right? Okay, let's see. I have exponent, I have adding, I have subtraction, and I have multiplication. So exponents come first. So let's do this first. -3 squared. It's not 3 times 2. Okay, it's -3 times -3. We just did one just like this. 3 times 3 is 9. And a negative times a negative is a positive. So it's just plain old boring 9. Nobody special about him. Plus 10 minus 2 times -3. Okay? All right, so now I got plus, minus, and multiplication. Multiplication comes up next on our list. Right there. Okay, so let's multiply next. Here's what we're going to multiply. So -2 times -3. Negative times a negative is a positive. 2 times 3 is 6. Yay, I can math, you guys. Okay, let's bring down the rest of our problem. Sorry, I know I'm not funny. Okay, 9. 9 plus 10 plus 6. Well, shoot. I could do that in a whole bunch of steps if I wanted, or I could be lazy and use my calculator. Okay, sorry, my kids are texting me. All right, here we go. 9 plus 10 plus 6. Bingo, 25. So, whole thing together, 25. And I'm done. How about that? See? Not so scary. Now remember, when you actually do the test, for this one, you had to explain why. That's how I explained it, but that's a lot of words, so that might be too many words for you, especially since he said a sentence or two. But I'm wordy. Probably because I hang out in the English department too much. Okay, looks like we only have 2 problems left, so let's get those 2 problems done. Okay, all right, the first problem says 3x plus 2 equals 23. So this is just a good old-fashioned 2-step equation. So let's get rid of it. Okay, remember, we always put our line down here so we know where the 2 sides are. Okay, we're going to do the opposite of plus 2. Opposite of plus 2 is minus 2. Whatever I do to the one side, I do the exact same thing to the other. Minus 2. These guys cancel out. Oh, what's going on with my red here, you guys? Okay. 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 minus nothing, 2. 21 equals, all that's left is 3x. All right, let's finish this party. A number times a letter. Remember, numbers and letters, they're always multiplied. Opposite of multiplication is division. Whatever I do to one side, on the other side, I do the exact same thing. Divided by 3. Cross these guys out. 3 divided by 3 is 1. X equals 21 divided by 3. Guys, I am not great at my 3s. Okay, 21 divided by 3. 7. All right. And I am done. And if I go over here and I look at my answer choices, look at that, 7, totally a choice. Fabulous. All right. Last one, and we're done. All right, here we go. Last one is 12 minus 5y equals 42. Okay, now this one looks a little bit different. So don't let him trick you. Okay, are we going to get rid of the 12 first or the 5 first? Which one's closer to the y? Actually, go ahead and do this one real quick. Let's see if you can get the same answer as me. The 12, remember, it's a plus. Opposite of plus is minus. Minus 12. And then do I do minus 12 here? Nope. See, this is why I draw a line, because then I always know what the other side is. All the way over here, minus 12. If I do it over here, it's not going to work. Okay? These two cancel out. Okay? And then I'm left with negative 5y equals, I bet I can do this one longhand. Let's see, 2 minus 2, that's 0. 4 minus 1, 3. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, next, I gotta break these guys up, right? I remember, you guys are good at this. I have to divide. Oh my gosh, my purple's almost out. Okay, we're gonna divide by 5, divide by 5. Does that look right to you? Or did I forget something? Are these two numbers the same? Nope. This is a negative 5. And that's a positive 5. Those are different. So I have to make sure when I divide, I'm also dividing by that negative. And if I have a negative here, you better believe I better put a negative here. Everything has to match. Otherwise, they can't cancel each other out. That's the way it goes. So now I'm left with good old y equals 30 divided by 5. 30 divided by negative 5. Okay, guys, I need a calculator for this. Let's see. Here we go. Ready? 30 divided by negative 5 equals negative 6. I think I did know that. Oh well, that's okay. Negative 6. And that, my friends, is our final answer on this test. All right, I'm sorry I only have Mr. Bonnifield's test right now, but I will do test corrections of the other teachers' tests once I get them. I hope this was helpful, and I hope everyone has their test corrections done. Please remember that in order to do a retake in Mr. Bonnifield's class, not only do you have to have all your test corrections done, but you also need to have all of your notes, which are posted in your Google Classroom. And you also need to do 5 more practice problems on your own. And if you get stuck or you need help, just remember, both Mr. Bonnifield and I are always here. All right, you guys. Bye-bye.